Nisam Grk, nego Hrvat. Tako je grčkim novinarima koji su ga počeli opsjedati odgovorio američki profesor John Martinis. Otac mu je ribar iz Komiže, a on je upravo dobio Nobelovu nagradu za fiziku. S njim je razgovarao naš Borko Brunović, ali ipak nije shvatio što je otkriće makroskopskog kvantno-mehaničkog tuneliranja i kvantizacije energije u električnom krugu, za što je Martinis dobio Nobela, pa su više razgovarali o Visu i Trumpu.
How does it feel to receive the Nobel Prize? Can you describe the first moment you find out?
It's kind of a little bit shocking because, you know, you do science and you enjoy doing science for science sake and all the, you know, wonderful things to do that. It's just a great honor, a surprise. Yeah, my wife came into the room and woke me up, and it was just kind of, you know, what's going on? And then finally, when I opened up my laptop and saw the post about it, it kind of sunk in that this is really happening. Just all the activities that are happening. And it was very funny. I went to the dentist and they congratulated me. And then I was talking to the dental technician about how I'm kind of looking forward to going to the dentist because I get an hour of quiet time.
There was also speculations that the Nobel Peace Prize might go to the United States, even to the President Trump. Were you surprised that it didn't?
Well, obviously, I'm very happy of the signing of the peace treaty and how things are working better in the Middle East. Just on a personal note, what I think is funny is if this had happened, then everyone would have paid attention to this story and not to the scientists. So maybe it's a little bit better for me because, you know, obviously Trump kind of sucks up all the energy of the room and all the news of the room.
There's been a lots of interest in your Croatian roots. Your family comes from the town of Komiže.
I'm a Croatian heritage. My father was actually born in Croatia, in the island of Vis, the town of Komiže. This is off of Split, of course, you would know that. And he came over to the United States when he was, after World War II. Very typical story where his father came over to the United States to establish, you know, himself here, and he was going to bring his family over, including my dad. My father was a fisherman growing up. That was their family trade, which is very good because you always are fixing things on your boat and learning how to fix things, how to do things mechanically. And I grew up with my father talking to my uncle about fishing and the theory of what the fish were doing. So actually from a kind of an analytical family, although it was kind of a working family.
Have you ever visited Croatia? Will you in the future?
I visited when I was in college, I think when I was about 21 years old. And I did, you know, we went to Split, we went to Komiže and did that. We also went to my mom's hometown. Very beautiful. I really enjoyed it. You know, now that, you know, I'm you know, from Croatia and people are talking to me, I'm sure I'll come back and I can give some scientific talk. I'd like to visit again. It's so beautiful there.
Finally, what are your plans for the prize money?
Well, we haven't thought about it too much, but so there's something we're thinking about. So my wife was very kind with me when she found out first, and she let me sleep in until 5:30 in the morning, and then the reporters wanted to come in and wake me up and film me, and she said no. So the one idea we're thinking about is I'm going to buy her a Tesla Cybertruck because she kind of needs a new car. And, you know, because it's a very protective vehicle, right? So we're talking about that. We'll see if it makes sense.